I tried making this video yesterday. It was raining and I felt a bit sick. Today again, I felt sick. I kept sneezing. I couldn't work out, nothing. I wanted to unbox this on camera, but well, stuff happens. If you're new here, hey, my name is Chidima and I am a multidisciplinary artist. Who's texting me? Oh, okay. I want to talk about something I realized these last few weeks. Something I actually knew months back, but basically, as the title states, creating from a place of play. There's no script, so I'm going to speak from my heart, from the depths of my soul. I told myself this year that I'm going to make 12 original pieces, not studies, pieces. For years I've been drawing other people and basically like fan art. That's what you classify actually as fan art. So I told myself one original piece per month. This is July and I've done 11. Don't ask me how. I honestly don't know how I did it. And I didn't want to announce it because whenever you announce a plan you have, your brain already gets the reward just by you announcing it. So you will not be motivated to complete it. And some people might argue that you should speak up about your plans so that you stay motivated and you're held accountable. But I think sometimes you need to shut the hell up. Because this thing I said now, I can say it boldly because I have one piece left and I have the next 5 months to come up with something original, right? I didn't think I'd be able to do that, but I somehow did it because I tried my best to create from a place of play. I tried not to create and over perfect my creations, if that makes any sense. But then it started getting to a point. By now, I'll have done the 12th piece, but perfectionism started creeping in. I'm a perfectionist. It might not really reflect that much in my work, but people who know me personally know me as a perfectionist. If you watched my last video, I started using Blender, let's say 2-3 weeks ago. I'm not so sure. I know I tried doing the donut for 2-3 days and I quit. Then on a Sunday, I went down the internet girl rabbit hole and that's where I've been actually. I made the whole vaccine medication thingy and it was fun, so I was like, let's continue and try making other stuff from my channel that seems easy, right? Because if you can do that vaccine thing, I think I can do anything, and that's what I want to get into today. When I started using Blender 5 years ago, before I abandoned it within like 2 days, I was approaching it from a perfectionist mindset. So I couldn't complete the donuts because I was like, I need to get this correct. I need to get this right. I need to get this right. And it was not working. I picked it up again this year, not just because I was bored, but I believe that sometimes you need to switch mediums, especially if you're a multidisciplinary artist. You have to switch mediums at some point to bring out certain ideas. There's some things in digital art that I can't do and traditional art that I can't bring them to life the way I want them to be, the way it is in my head. Some things just can't be in 2D. That's why I picked up Blender again, and step by step I am trying to build up to get to where I want to be, hopefully in the next 3 to 6 months, thereabouts. I'm not going to stress myself. I'm having a lot of fun right now with Blender. Despite all the troubleshooting, debugging, crashing out, I'm having a lot of fun. And it has seriously helped me. So that intro you saw now, that's what I want to get into in this video. How I went about it. Like I said, I went down the intranet girl rabbit hole. So I decided to do this whole Chrome text, Chrome logo-esque thing. This is basically how it went down. I decided to draw something really quickly. I didn't want to copy other people's work. I wanted to make something original. Like I said, creating from a place of play. I wouldn't have fun if I was copying someone else's thing. So I had to open my sketchbook, draw something really quickly in like 30 seconds. I just had to come off the old concepts I had. Then put it inside Procreate because I wanted to be very fast. You can do this in Adobe Illustrator, Adobe Photoshop, Affinity, Canva, I don't know, Photopea. You can do it in anything, but Procreate, very quick for me. Converted it to SVG, moved it into Blender, and got to work. I had to follow the tutorial, obviously, but I kept, trying to tweak some things here and there. What is this supposed to look like? What is this supposed to look like? What is this supposed to look like? I was to animate it too. So the first one I did, you can see I'm like struggling. Would I say struggling? Yeah, I wasn't struggling, but then I got confused in the earlier stages because for some reason there were no vertices on the thing I was making, but I was like, that's no biggie, who cares? Did that, started sculpting, time for coloring, all those things. You feel me? I tried doing the whole animation thing and I low-key didn't like it. I was like, that's when I now remembered, oh yeah, create it from a place of play. Tweak the thing as you like, right? So I decided to tweak it a little bit, the animation and the coloring too. I tried it with all the color theory I know. I was like, this is not working because it's kind of a metallic surface, so it was not giving. It was not giving. So yeah, I decided to try and animate it from an angle. This thing, come on, will you close? Oh, my PC is on. I want to edit the time lapse that you're going to see inside this video. I did a bit of tweaking here and there, and I was now like, this looks good in Eevee, but it could look better in Cycles. Even though I have no GPU, I said I don't care. It's a simple animation. It's a simple render. I can do this in Cycles with my CPU. I decided to tweak some things and render it out, and there you have it, the whole Chrome text like thing. I've made other stuff. I've only used Blender for about 2 weeks, so I think it's too soon to make a progress video. I've even forgotten. Wow, I've forgotten what I wanted to start this video with. Let's continue anyway, sha. The thing I wanted to start with actually was a concept I had in mind. This is why you need scripts, you guys. This is why you need scripts. I was going through my digital pieces, and then, like I said earlier, there's some things in 2D that I could not conceptualize. I'd prefer to make them in 3D. There's a piece, Metazapine, based on the song by Hayley Williams, the medication. I was like, wait, I could actually make that in Blender, like to animate it, right? Not just the medication, but Hayley herself. And I decided to make this low poly. I don't even know what to call it. This low poly rubbish. I have a good understanding of anatomy, but then I'm doing this in 3D. It's so easy to sketch out primitive forms. Try and do primitive forms inside any 3D software. No matter how skilled you think you are. I lost my mind. There's no tutorial I didn't watch. I was like, F this. Get this out of my face. If I'm not having fun, I'm dropping it.
If an experiment isn't fun or intriguing or beguiling, it's not an experiment. It's just torture.
Dropping it. That's what brought me to doing this Chrome text thing actually. This is what I wanted to start the video with, but I forgot entirely. Because I've abandoned this project. I've not touched it for how many days? Okay, no, maybe 2 days. I didn't touch it yesterday, did I? No, I didn't. If I'm not having fun with what I'm doing in the process of learning, because I still classify myself as a beginner. I can't wake up now and call myself an intermediate 3D artist. It's not realistic. I can call myself intermediate in other things like traditional arts, digital arts, music production. I suck at mixing and mastering though. Don't judge me. Like, that's not my main thing. So this is also my advice for any 3D artist that's watching this. Skip the donuts. Skip the donuts. If you can't finish that donut, skip it and do something else. Because all these tutorials I've followed now for fun have helped me understand how to use Blender way better than trying to use the donuts. I can't remember anything about using the donuts. All the press G to grab, press this, press this, that. I don't know. Yeah, so bottom line, we need to incorporate play into our creative process. You need to incorporate play into your creative process because everybody is so serious about the creative process. Everyone wants to be so mature and I want to be taken seriously. The economy is crashing. The world is coming to an end gradually. So you might as well have fun while you can. There's no point being too serious about the process of making art. Whether you're a video editor, photographer, musician, DJ, visual artist, fashion designer, whatever you think you are creatively, it does not mean. Even if you want to be serious in your work, I think you need to create some sort of separation. This is also one of the major pros of being a multidisciplinary artist. You have things you can take seriously and things you decide not to. That's why I have a sketchbook and I draw rubbish inside it. Well, not rubbish so to say, but like I get the opportunity to doodle and fool around. You need to incorporate playfulness into your creative process. That's the bottom line of this entire video. Hopefully by the 1 month mark I do a blender journey, 1 month journey thingy. I haven't made so much so far. I've done the whole inflation thing. I want to make other things too, like to learn, build up on the stuff I've learned since the ending of June. I'm supposed to post my sketchbook to a video, but as I am now, like I keep sleeping when I'm editing this thing. I keep sleeping. I have tried to stay awake. I've tried my best. It's not working. So this is where we part ways. See you in the next one. Anyways, peace out. So I think I'm going to do two after the troubleshooting that I did actually. Wow, this is juicy. Yummy. Okay, I don't know.